Yeah, it's awesome.
I tell them, I said, exactly. I said, or I said, you can get over all that bullshit about being afraid and just go out and play your game. I said, that's the best thing. That's what you should do, Another thing is the errors, It's just funny, when you make a stupid error, I said, you just made a stupid error. Too many unforced errors, you're going to lose, okay? You're not going to win. I mean, you make too many unforced errors, you're not going to win matches, okay? I said, so when you make stupid enough to make an error, then you have to win. How many points do you have to win to get ahead? Oh, God. He said, you get great answers, 4. I know, 4? What else is the matter with you? So finally he goes, okay, to get ahead, I have to win 2 points. Okay, I said, that's good. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio, right? You're stupid enough to make an error. Somehow you have to win 2 points. If you don't, you're going to lose. So it's 2-to-1, right? And so then I take $120 out of my pocket. I give the kid $100, 5 20s, and I keep 1. I said, now you do understand this is a 2-to-1 ratio, right? You screw up 1 point because you're too stupid, and then you have to win 2. Tough. So I give you one bill here, okay? Give me back 2. He gives me back 2. I give him 1, he gives me back 2. 10 seconds later, I have the $120 in my hand, and he's flat broke. And I go, that's exactly what's going to happen. I say, you make too many errors like that, and you're going to have no money, and you have no ranking. You might as well quit. It's not going to work. And somebody actually think that I'm giving him $100. I say, you're crazy. That's funny.
Well, there's another principle at work here, too. I think that we go the wrong way. We try to make things easy for the kids. Hey, don't worry, we'll make tennis easier for you because we don't think you're good enough, But and maybe if we can prop up your confidence, then you'll become a player. But actually, I think it's the opposite. Kids really love a challenge as long as we don't push them beyond what they can do. They love to rise to the challenge of something.
Well, that's right, because they love to compete. There's some kids that love to compete, and some kids don't like competition. They don't like it. They don't like competition. They're more like doubles. They like doubles. They're still competing, but it's different. Some kids don't like the competing. Some kids thrive on it. They thrive on it. Every time they play, they understand what it means to compete. It's very difficult to instill that in kids. I think some are born more with this huge competition in them, than others. And so that's right. Some kids, they love the challenge. The harder you make it, the better they like it. The easier, they don't like it. Sometimes what I do is a kid is not trying really hard, It's not doing exactly. I said, okay, I'm sick and tired of this stuff, I'm sick and tired of this. Okay, well, let's do it different, okay? And I take the ball, and I toss the ball to him, And they toss the ball really easy, and they hit the ball. I said, oh, that was so good, And I toss the ball, and they miss it by a little bit. I said, but I like the way you tried. That was such a great effort on your part. It is just really great. You do so well. And I toss it. I hit him about 10 balls, and the kid goes nuts. He doesn't want to deal with that. I said, well, that's what it takes. You don't want to focus. You don't want to concentrate. You don't want to do it. Then that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to toss you the ball and tell you how great they are. The kids that love to compete hate that. They hate it. They don't want this friendly kind of have fun with my buddies and go and play. And that's what they're trying to do in this country. Everything has to be fun. Then after what's the name? What's the chick's name? What's her name? The one that don't do drugs and started stealing. What's her name? The girl was very good at 14.
It's okay. We don't need the name, but tell us the principle. Tell us what's going on.
Well, after her, because she sort of went belly up. She sort of went belly up on the game, and they said because of the pressure when she was young, her father put too much pressure on her. That's when things started changing a little bit, to where people said, oh, let's not have that happen to Mike. Let's be more friendly and have more fun. Kids should go out and play tennis and have fun. When you're a competitor, screaming, and that's fun. If they have to just sort of do nothing, it's no fun to them. So you're right. I mean, some kids just take that challenge because they love to compete. They love to compete.
Yeah, I mean, but on the other hand, though, we can introduce some kids, to a fun environment, and then we can invite them into a more competitive environment. So I'm not in a club program, then we really do need to make it fun to some extent with some measure of discipline, and then kids who really get the bug, then we start, pushing the pedal to the metal and get them to adopt a more competitive mindset. So there has to be some balance there, and you're lucky that you get to be at your private court and be, 100% disciplined.
I went to private clubs. And I did the same thing. I did the same thing. Yeah, I think kids. I don't know. My experience is maybe because my reputation, I don't get kids that don't want to do anything. But I found, for experience, from our years and years and years, that most kids like to be told what to do. You got to explain it all to them. Also, when we talk on the phone like this, it's too simple. But you have to take each kid and you mold each kid. I tell you one thing, okay? I had my daughter threw me a surprise birthday party about 2 years ago, and everybody was there except Sampras, but everybody was there. I must have had 150 people that she got a hold of that were there, and most of them were ex-tennis players, okay? And I had not seen some of those people for 20, 30 years, and they all came out, and then they thanked me, okay? And the next day I thought to myself, this is really, really sort of strange, because not one of them told me, Robert, I thank you so much. You gave me such a great backhand. Or, you really helped me with my serve. Oh, I love my foot. Not one. Okay? They all told me, Robert, I have to thank you for make me so mentally tough, to make me responsible, to make me understand how to focus. It helped me so much in life. And I thought to myself, that is really sort of weird, because I don't go out doing that. I'm not a psychologist. I teach strokes. But whatever comes with it, that's what makes the impression on the kids. And I always hear about, I cannot thank you enough for being so tough with me. It is not crazy. It's crazy. These kids love it, but you have to do it in a correct way. You cannot just be brutal with them. You work them. That's what I can do. I work. That's why I don't lose kids, because I work them. They start loving me for it. It is weird, but even 12, 13-year-olds, they will try extra hard for me, because I'm not brutal with them, but I know how to twerk them. I know how to twist them, I know how to make them think higher up themselves.